Happy Saturday, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So for today, we are going to be closing out Paycheck 3 for the month of February, taking a look at the budget / life calendar here, as well as setting up my budget for Paycheck 4 for this month. I am paid weekly if you are new to the channel, so I also have to stuff my cash envelopes, sinking funds, saving challenges, and one bill for this week. Good news is that we do not have, and when I say we, I mean me, do not have student loan payments for the year of 2023, so my payments are at 0 for this year. I don't know if it'll be like that the entire year, but this is where we are right now, honey, and I am very, very grateful. So getting into the calendar, we had a lot going on in this last week. You guys know we paid 4 bills. All of the bills did get paid. I do have the actual amounts on the budget page of my budget planner here. We had President's Day as the holiday. I did go to Bible study, didn't go to church. And I went to a church conference last night, have a couple birthdays today. This bill, my electricity bill is not, it's manual. So I have a due date, but I manually pay it because that's a bill that is variable. So I like to know what it's gonna be before they just go into my account taking stuff out. So I did pull the cash out of this paycheck to do a cash transfer in my bills account, and I will be paying my electricity bill this next week. For the upcoming week, I still need to grocery shop. I have not done that yet. I probably am going to stream church this Sunday just because I have not been feeling good this past week, as well as super busy in the shop, didn't get really good sleep. My Aunt Flo is on her way, so that has a lot to do with it as well. For that, I will probably just stream church tomorrow. For the last week in February, I have one business bill due. Student loans are at $0. And I have no other bills due for this paycheck. My new paycheck starts next Friday, which will actually bring us into March 1st. I'm gonna come back here and grab my stickers. The only sticker that I need is going to be my no spin sticker. So let's find that. So for this week, I had 2 no spin days. That would have been on Thursday of this week, as well as Wednesday. I am going to be filling in my expense tracker, so you guys will see that. I went ahead and tried the digital version of tracking my expenses, which really I was just keeping up with them in my phone. That's what I mean by digital version. So it actually worked out really well. So this is my dashboard setup. My good friend's birthday weekend is this weekend, but I did text her last night and let her know that I was not gonna make it because I have not been feeling well all week, not sleeping well. I have to work this weekend, and so I was just, let her know that I'm gonna end up meeting up with her sometime next month and take her out for her birthday. So there's that. So I hope that you guys are able to see my budget setup page here. I did go ahead and fill in the actual amounts for those bills that came out this past week. And for my friend's birthday party, the actual amount is gonna be $0. And what's gonna happen is I'm gonna roll this over to March. And so I have to budget for her, taking her out to dinner and whatever else for the month of March. So for this month, I'm not spending money because this month is pretty much over. Okay, y'all, so for Paycheck 3, for bills, I budgeted $225 for this week's bills, and I actually spent $222.92. Cash envelopes got exactly what I put in. So that was exact, and I don't have any money left over. So there's that. Sinking funds got exactly what I put in. Saving challenges got exactly what I put in, and then no other unbudgeted expenses came up. So let's go ahead and calculate this. 222.92 plus 165 plus 128 plus 10. So we spent $525.92 this week in expenses, which means that we have a green week. Praise the Lord, hallelujah. Because y'all know last week we were in the red by a couple $100. This is a great time in the video to let me know, did y'all have a green week or did y'all have a red week? Let me know. So 225 minus 22292 is $2.08, which is what we saved. $2.08, Everything else is what it is. So we saved a couple dollars, but every dollar counts for a green week. And if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I do not disclose my income. So I do put the amount that I budget to take out in cash to either do a cash transfer for a bill or to stuff my envelopes, my wallets and my envelopes. So that is why you see 200 there. And then once the week actually comes and I see what I made that week, I'll go ahead and put in the actual amount that I'm taking out in cash for that week. So for this week, bills are going to get $157. And I just have that one electricity bill super high. Cash envelopes are going to get $208. Sinking funds are going to get $72. Nothing is going in my buffer envelope, but my saving challenge is going to get $16. And then no extra expenses coming up this week. I don't budget for unbudgeted. So I have 157 plus 208 plus 72 plus 16 equals $453. So $453. That is what I took out of the bank today. So for my weekly check-in, this is where I see how I'm doing in my variable expenses every single week to see if I have any, leftover flexibility in some categories or if I need to tighten up in other categories. So I did spend everything in my wallet. There's nothing left over. So spending, I spent $10. Gas, I spent $45. Groceries, $70. Home, I think I actually spent $17. And eating out, $25, $0, and $0. So for my spending category, I am currently over budget, but it's not because I don't have the money. It's because when I set up my monthly budget, I under budgeted, so I didn't budget correctly. So we're just gonna keep it where it is. So we are at a negative $51 in spending. For gas, 90 minus 45 is 45. Groceries, 140 minus 70 is 70. For home, 45 minus 17 is 28. Eating out, 57 minus 25 is 32. I did not spend anything in medicine this month, and last week I didn't spend anything in beauty. For the last week in February, for spending, I am going to budget $10, and I only give myself $10. Like, this is not, like shopping money, obviously. Like, y'all, this is like coffee money, snack money, just anything small that I want to spend money on. So gas is going to get $50. As you can see, I only have $45 left that I budgeted for. So if I spend that whole $50, which I plan on, it is going to put me over budget for that category as well. Groceries is getting $70. Home is getting $15. Eating out is getting $25. Meds is not getting anything. And then I'm going to go ahead and give myself the $38 that I have left in beauty. This is my debt for the month. I did pay my $65. Next month, I'm going to pay the whole thing off, and I will be done owing for taxes for the previous year. So as you guys can see, for the first week of February, I tracked my expenses. Like I told you guys, I was going to put the balance in off camera. I did. For the second week of February, I did not track my expenses because I went out of town that week. So I did stuff my cash envelopes, but the money was like all lumped together. I think I took one like zipper envelope and just put all my cash in that one zipper envelope and just use the cash however I needed to. So I didn't accurately track my expenses for the second week of February. For this third week of February, I did track my expenses. We're going to go ahead and get them written down. And then once again, off camera, I'm going to get the total amounts. So starting with the 18th, I think that was Sunday. The category was eating out. This was at Chili's. And I spent $17 for me. Once again on 2/18, eating out again. Dang, I ate out twice on this day. that's typically how I do it. I'm like, I just get my eating out money over with, because y'all know I like to grocery shop and eat from home because it helps me eat a little healthier, and so I just kind of get it out the way. I spent $8 at Whataburger, $2.19. This came out of the groceries envelope, and I went to CVS, which I'm gonna explain that in just a minute. And I spent $7. $2.19. I used my spending money. I got a quesadilla from Taco Bell, and that was, I think, literally $9.80 something cents, $10. $2.20 groceries envelope, HEB, $53. $2.20 home, Amazon, $17. So that purchase I did make online, and then I just took my $15 and put it in the bank. $2.20 gas, Exxon, $24. And $2.23. Now, I don't currently have like a giving envelope because I just give online to my church. But like I told you guys, I went to an event last night, and I take that back. So what I did was I had $21 left in my gas envelope. So I used this money out of gas. I spent it at church for an offering, and that was $21. So a couple places where I messed up. Okay, so let's go to this grocery CVS situation. So what happened last week, forgot about this, forgot to tell y'all that, my refrigerator broke in my apartment. So it's actually been kind of having some issues. They keep repairing it, and after like the third time repairing it, it's like, okay, no, you just need a whole new one. So you guys know, second week of February, I was out of town. I was in Vegas. I came back from Vegas, lost food because the refrigerator was broken, had to throw it away. So the maintenance guy came to my unit on Monday. He took a look at it, and he said, I have a new one. So I ended up getting the refrigerator that was for another unit. He gave that one to me so that I could have a refrigerator. So with that being said, came back, lost food, broken refrigerator, which it was already not working well before I left, but it was really not working when I came back. The maintenance man came on Monday, told me he would give me a new refrigerator on Tuesday. So how I ended up in my groceries envelope at CVS is like, basically I had to buy a frozen meal because the freezer part worked, but not the refrigerator. So I was like, okay, well, I can't grocery shop right now because I can't put the food in a cold refrigerator. So I have to wait till I get my new refrigerator, and then I'm gonna grocery shop after I get my new refrigerator. And I wanted to make sure that if there was any mishaps, like, oh, I got it, but something happened, I can't get it to you today, I didn't want to deal with that. And then I have these bags of groceries with no refrigerator to put them in. So I went to CVS, grabbed a quick frozen meal, and included that in my groceries. Now, where I messed up is for HEB. I did spend $53. So the $7 that I spent at CVS plus 53 is $60. So I actually didn't spend my whole $70 budget. So I actually spent $60 in groceries, which would have given me $80 left. I was done eating out, but then I ended up going to Taco Bell because I didn't have a refrigerator, so I bought some food from Taco Bell. So with all that being said, this was still not a bad week, as well as I'm doing a very much better job at tracking my expenses than I did in January. I'm looking forward to continuing this process for the month of March. So guys, I am still in my little travel size binder wallet here, and you know, it's working out well. This little fly leaf is from my Black Croc wallet, which I just keep all of my binders and wallets that I use over here. So we will start with spending. Also wanted to let you guys know that I did receive a request last week to show the April kits in a slower way. So I am going to do that in this video. And it was so crazy because I was like, I feel like I used to show my kids and my videos would still be the same like length. But when I did it last week, it was so much long, it was long, and I was like, okay, well, that's not gonna work because, you know, I don't want a video that long. So I ended up speeding through it. But then it hit me, y'all. The videos that I used to post where I would show the budget kits, I wouldn't write on my trackers in the video on my sinking funds. So you guys know I always write on my trackers because I need that information to reconcile my budgets at the end of every month. That's why I do it during the videos, because I can say I'm gonna do it off camera and it doesn't happen. And without that information, I have 18 sinking funds. I'm not gonna remember what I put in them, especially if I pulled out of them during the month. It's just so much easier for me to stay consistent with keeping up with how much money I'm putting in my sinking funds when I do fill out the trackers in my videos. And I think I remember like at one point asking people, you know, how they felt about that, and the majority was like, oh no, we love to see you write on the tracker, like it's fine. And I also hope that these videos that you guys, it's either like entertaining for you or you can like budget with me. So while I'm getting my stuff together, you could also be getting your stuff together if you haven't. So in that case, kind of having a longer video helps. I know for me, when I would set up my budgets, lay down my stickers and stuff, I would look for like a longer video because I knew I needed time. So if it was like a shorter video, I would have to find another one. And so that's kind of like my goal for the channel. So I am going to show the April kits again in this video. I'm not going to write in my trackers to save us on time. So these are my envelopes, guys. I just love the grid designs. I have to put my coins up. I have to scan my receipts. I do this every single week in Fetch Rewards. I have about 20,000 points. My code is in the description box if you need it, honey. Nothing's going to the bank. And then these are my cards. So next we have our saving challenges. I'm gonna start with the saving challenge card. We're stuffing the 5 and the 1 to complete February's card. And in our saving challenge, we currently have 50, 60, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78, 80, 82, 84, $85 for the months of January and February. And I'm gonna go ahead and do this on camera as well. I could do it next week, but I'm gonna just do it right now. So what I like to do is I'm gonna go ahead and grab my March card and replace it with the February card. I'm gonna take the February card and put it back here behind the January card, so that once March is here, we are already ready to go. Next is my rose gold binder. Rose gold is sold out in the shop, but I do have a couple of silver binders left. Once the silver binders are gone, you guys will not see these binders again until the end of the year for 2025. So we're gonna go ahead and bubble in the 10. Bubble in, color in the 10. And flip over to February's envelope. And so for February, we have 10, 20, 22, 24, and 26. I like to count my ones by twos if you haven't noticed. It's just a little bit more fun for me. So next we will get into the bills. So the only bill that I'm stuffing for this week is going to be, as you guys saw, that electric bill, which is $157. And so as you can see, big difference from last month. And I'm not exactly sure why, but it is what it is. Today is the 24th. We are putting in $157. So $155 6, and 7. I'm going to do 113 plus 157 is 270. So far this year, I've spent $270, or I will by the time I deposit that, spend $270 on electricity. Okay, y'all, so we are in our high priority binder. And since I'm not writing on the trackers in this binder, or in this video, I'm not going to worry about taking the envelopes out. So hopefully you guys can see everything. Birthday is going to get $1. And we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Wardrobe is going to get a 5. And we have 10. April and May will also get a 5 for 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. Outings is going to get a 5 for 5, 10, 15, and 16. I did spend in this envelope this week. I forgot to put that on my expense tracker, so I need to do that. Car maintenance is going to get a 20. 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 240, 250, 255, 56, 57, 58, 259. I still have some money to put back in this envelope. I told you guys that I borrowed money from that envelope last week. Oh, by the way, thank you guys so much for all of your comments on the melting pot. Like, I got so many good comments. So one person they were like, they think it's a class thing. Like, you know, the upper class people probably go to that restaurant. And I was like, okay, I could totally see that. But it seems like the majority of the family is saying, I'm talking about us, we're a family. The majority of the family is saying that, like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, they're not impressed. Like, I'm like, okay, sisters, y'all not impressed with that. I don't know if I want to go now, because listen, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. It was, I mean, not one person was like, oh yeah, I went and I loved it. Not one person. And I haven't actually went back to the comments on that video in a couple days, so maybe somebody has posted that they loved it. But most people were commenting, like, saying that they were really not impressed, and like, it's a fondue place. Is fondue American food? That's what I was thinking. I was like, is it an American restaurant? Like, do they serve American food there? Like, I don't know if it's like Asian American, if it's like Spanish food. Like, I don't know. But most people were saying that it was fondue and that they're not impressed. And that, like, for the price you pay, it's not, maybe if it was a lot cheaper, it'd be like the height, but for the price that you pay, most of y'all were not impressed. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So I'm so grateful for the feedback. Now, I'm not saying I'm not going to go based off of that, but it was just nice to hear what you all had to say about it, if that makes sense. Like, it was nice to get y'all's opinions, because I know, like, all of us, like, we live in different places, we live in different, you know, states, and we all are from different, like, backgrounds and upbringing. So I just felt like on here was probably the best place for me to get an overall feeling and vibe of the melting pot, and y'all were not impressed. And, you know, it is what it is. My guy baby has 50, 70, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 100, 102. I'm going to deposit her 100 so it can get interest once I do a bill exchange, which will probably be next month. And then my savings is going to get 5. 4, 10, 15, 20, 25. Not bad. I just started using this, or building that envelope. Okay, y'all, so we are back here with our low priority binder. And we are going to start with car tags, which is going to get $2 for 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. I need $100. I did get a question asking what car tags was. That's basically your car registration, like the tags that they mail out to you to put in your window. I don't know why we call them car tags. That's just what we call them down here. In country Houston, Texas, that's what we call them, but it is your car registration. And I also include my inspection in there. Yeah, we pay for inspection. Mine is $25. I'm not complaining. I'm just glad I don't pay hundreds of dollars like some of these other states. Anyways, back to the melting pot. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Definitely got saw you all's suggestions about changing this envelope. Somebody said adventure, somebody said date night. I'm still sitting on it to see exactly which way I want to go with that, but thank you for the suggestions. But yeah, y'all, I mean, if y'all don't like the melting pot, y'all don't like the melting pot. It is what it is. That's why we have opinions. That's why we have preferences. And y'all were not feeling it. And I was just reading the comments and enjoying it because I was like, see, I knew I could ask y'all and y'all were going to tell me the truth, like tell me what's real. So I was just loving it. I was like, I mean, if we don't like it, we don't like it. $1,000, $1,200 is in the bank, a little bit more than $1,200. And then 5, 10, 15, 20. So emergency fund, whatever real cash I have in here will also get put in the bank when I do the bill exchange. Giveaways is going to give $2. So if you have not already, please subscribe to the channel, help us grow. We are on the road to 25,000 subscribers and eventually 30,000 subscribers, and 30,000 will be the next giveaway that I have. So I have 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Next is Christmas. Christmas is getting 10. I am keeping Christmas at this amount because I have many more people to buy gifts for now. Whatever money is left over, I'm going to use it on a trip, just letting y'all know. Christmas has 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70. Just letting y'all know. Whatever's left over is going toward a trip at the end of the year. Functions is getting 2. 4, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and 22. The goal for this envelope is always $100, and it does help with like contributing to, like, one of my best friends. He loves to give friends givings, like he and his wife. They didn't do one last year, but they did one the year before that. So anything I need to contribute to for this, I can pull out of here. My godbaby's birthday is coming up, and I might be contributing a little bit. So I may pull it from here or just pull it from my check. Car Tires has 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 32, 34, and 36. So I'm trying to work my way back up to having enough money for 2 tires, which would run me about $100. I get my tires from Discount Tires, so they're pretty affordable, and you can get free tire rotations and balances. Okay, so moving on to the sticker segment. So you guys know that these kind of like winter flowers is the theme that I am using in my planner this month for February. And then I have the February hearts, more like Valentine's kits. These kits will be available for 1 more week in the shop. So sometimes I do get people that order kits like at the end of the month to kind of, you know, catch up. You want like every month in your planner to, you know, have the decorations. So they will be available for 1 more week. Next, I have the March kits. So I'll start with the butterfly theme. If you guys have been watching my videos, you've already seen these. So this is the design that I used last year, and this is what the budget sheet looks like, and then this is what the bill due sheet looks like. And this is the butterfly March kit. The design that I'm going to use myself this year is going to be the honeybees kit. I'm absolutely in love with it. Can't wait to use it. And so there's the calendar, the budget page, and then the bill due. Okay, so let's get into the April kits in a much more slower format. So hopefully you guys can get a better look at the kits themselves. So this is the April watercolor flowers kit. It has all of your spring colors, your yellows, blues, pinks, a little bit of green, a little bit of orange. And this is what the calendar looks like. Then we have the dashboard. So this is the 2024 monthly dashboard page for Erin Condren. It has the month and the year on there. These are your top and bottom boxes on the dashboard, and then these are your middle boxes. And there are some scripts that come with this dashboard. And then I have the previous design dashboard that was from last year and I think a couple years back, which will be these 3 boxes here with your April script at the bottom, and then the bottom dashboard. And next we'll get into what the budget page is going to look like. So this is what your budget sheet will look like. Here is the deco page, and it's more of a functional, a little bit of decorative, but more of a functional deco sheet. Here is the weekly check-in page. These are your event boxes for this design in blue, pink, yellow, and orange. This is Paycheck 1, and it goes up to 5 paychecks. So if you need that many, they are available. This is your bill due sticker sheet. And lastly, we have the add-ons. So this is what your debt tracker will look like. Your savings tracker. Your sinking funds page. And your expense tracker. Okay, y'all, so this is the second April design for this year. This is the egg or Easter egg design, and you have the washi with the pastel color eggs in them, and then for the deco it's like some pastel little dots. I just love this kit. This is the kit that I'm going to be using this year for April. I am aware that Easter is on March 31st, which is a little bit annoying, if I must say so myself, but I think for most of us, April is still that season, so I'm okay with it. Here is the 2024 dashboard, top and bottom boxes, and the middle boxes with the scripts at the bottom. And then this is the previous design for the Easter egg kit to fit in the previous design dashboards if you have those planned. This is going to be your budget sheet for the April Easter egg kit. Totally love it. This is the deco page. This is your weekly check-in page. You guys know I love stickers so much. It has made budgeting so much more enjoyable and fun for me. So I'm just a sticker girl. I'm a planner girl. Goes up to 5 paychecks. And I just love stickers. This is your events sticker sheet page. And then your bill due. And lastly, we have the budget add-ons. So this is the debt tracker, your savings tracker, your sinking funds, and your expense tracker. And so these are my April kits, guys. There will be links in the description box to all 3 of the kits that are currently in the shop, February, March, and April. Don't forget that on the last day of each month, the current month stickers do deactivate. Maybe if I have some left over, I'll keep whatever I have left over on the site. I don't really have much ever left over, but we'll see. But overall, the February kit will be deactivating at the end of February, and then once we get into the middle of March, the May kits will go live. So thank you guys so much. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below in the comments. I hope that you are having a wonderful weekend, and I hope to see you back for next week's video. Bye.